The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey is a guidebook for personal growth and success. It focuses on being proactive, setting goals, prioritizing tasks, and building meaningful relationships. Covey's 7 habits, like Be Proactive and Begin with the End in Mind, offer practical tips for becoming more effective in life. This book is all about taking control of your life and making things happen. Covey believes that by changing how we see things, we can change our lives. He encourages us to take responsibility for our actions and focus on what truly matters. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is not just a book, it's a tool for success. By following Covey's advice, you can transform your habits and mindset to achieve your goals. It's a roadmap to becoming the best version of yourself and living a fulfilling life. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People presents 7 powerful habits for personal and professional success. 1. Be proactive. Take control of your actions and reactions. 2. Begin with the end in mind. Start with a clear understanding of your goals. 3. Put first things first. Prioritize important tasks over urgent ones. 4. Think win-win. Seek mutually beneficial solutions in interactions. 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Listen before you try to be heard. 6. Synergize. Work together to achieve more than you could alone. 7. Sharpen the saw. Renew and maintain yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Highly successful people have habits that help them succeed. Even those who seem successful on the outside often struggle internally and seek personal growth and meaningful relationships. According to Covey, the key is how we see things. To truly change, we need to change our core beliefs, not just our behaviors. Covey's 7 habits are designed to meet these needs. The first 3 focus on mastering yourself and becoming independent. They form the basis for personal growth. Habits 4 to 6 emphasize teamwork, collaboration, and communication. They teach us to work together and build strong relationships. The 7th habit is about continuous improvement. It's the culmination of the other habits, encouraging us to always learn and grow. By following these habits, successful people build a strong foundation for personal growth and teamwork. This approach helps them overcome challenges, build meaningful relationships, and keep improving themselves and their lives. Habit 1 is Be Proactive. Covey's first habit is about being proactive, which means taking control of your actions and decisions. It's about realizing that you have the power to choose how you respond to any situation. Reactive people tend to blame external factors for their problems and feel like victims. They say things like, "There's nothing I can do." This mindset leads to a feeling of helplessness. On the other hand, proactive people take responsibility for their actions. They focus on things they can control and work on improving themselves. To be proactive, you can start by changing your language. Instead of saying, "This situation makes me angry," say, "I choose how I feel." This shift in mindset can help you take control of your emotions and actions. By being proactive, you can break free from negative patterns and take charge of your life. It's about taking action and creating positive change. Habit 2 is Begin with the end in mind. Covey talks about the importance of having a clear vision of where you want to go in life. He says that using your imagination to picture your goals is powerful. We often get caught up in being busy and chasing after success without thinking about why we're doing it. Habit 2 is about starting with a clear goal in mind for everything you do. This means knowing what you want to achieve and making sure your actions are leading you there. This principle isn't just for individuals, it's important for businesses too. Leaders need to set a clear vision for their organizations to guide their decisions and actions. Having a clear goal helps you focus and make sure you're heading in the right direction. It gives your actions purpose and meaning. Whether it's in your personal life or at work, having a clear vision of your goals helps you make choices that align with what you want to achieve. Before you can set and reach your goals, you need to know what you value. This might mean changing some of the beliefs you have about yourself. Covey talks about the importance of identifying what's most important to you and making sure that's at the center of your life. What you prioritize will shape everything else, from your decisions to how you interpret events. Try this challenge to see how starting with your end goals in mind can change your perspective. 1. Imagine your funeral in detail. Who's there? What are they saying about you and your life? What kind of relationships did you have? What do you want people to remember about you? Think about how you'd live if you only had 30 days left. Start living by those priorities. 2. Make a list of goals for different parts of your life, like work, personal life, and community involvement. Set 3 to 5 goals for each area. 3. Face your fears. Write down what scares you the most, whether it's public speaking or getting feedback on your work. Imagine the worst-case scenario for each fear and how you'd handle it. Then, write down a plan for dealing with it if it happens. Habit 3 is put first things first. To manage ourselves effectively, we need to prioritize our tasks. This means organizing our daily actions based on what's most important, not just what's most urgent. In Habit 2, we learned about the importance of knowing our values and goals. Habit 3 is about putting those goals into action. It's about consistently doing the things that are most important to us every day. Staying focused on our goals requires self-discipline. Sometimes we have to do things even when we don't feel like it. It also means making sure our actions match our values, not just following our immediate desires. One way to prioritize is to think about what's urgent and what's important. By focusing on what truly matters, we can manage our time and energy more effectively. Let's dive into a simple way to manage our time better using the time management matrix. Often, we get caught up in urgent tasks that might not be that important. This can lead us to overlook Quadrant 2, which is actually the most crucial quadrant. Quadrant 2 includes activities that are important but not urgent. By focusing on these tasks, we can align our actions with our values and long-term goals. This proactive approach helps us avoid getting distracted by urgent but less important tasks. Instead, we can invest our energy in activities that have a significant impact on our personal and professional lives. By prioritizing what truly matters to us, we can make the most of our time and efforts. This involves making intentional choices, valuing long-term goals over short-term demands, and adopting a proactive mindset to improve our personal effectiveness. If we spend all our time dealing with crises and problems in Quadrant 1, we'll end up feeling overwhelmed and burnt out. If we focus too much on what others think is urgent in Quadrant 3, we'll lose control of our time and relationships may suffer. And if we ignore everything in Quadrant 4, we'll lead an irresponsible life. Quadrant 2 is about building relationships, planning for the future, taking care of ourselves, and preparing for what's ahead. These are things we know are important but often neglect because they don't feel urgent. To focus more on Quadrant 2, we sometimes need to say no to other activities even if they seem urgent. Delegating tasks effectively can also help us free up time for these important but non-urgent activities. When we prioritize Quadrant 2, we're not just dealing with problems as they arise, we're preventing them from happening in the first place. This is how we can apply the Pareto principle and get 80% of our results from 20% of our efforts. Here are some fun ways to start putting first things first. 1. Pick a Quadrant 2 activity you've been neglecting and make a plan to tackle it. Write it down and stick to it. 2. Make your own time management matrix to help you prioritize your tasks. 3. Guess how much time you spend in each quadrant, then track your actual time over 3 days. How close was your guess? Did you spend enough time on Quadrant 2, the most important one? Habit 4 is think win-win. Creating successful relationships where everyone benefits is key. Covey breaks it down into 6 ways people interact. 1. Win-win. Both sides win and feel good about it. 2. Win-lose. It's all about winning for one person, even if it means someone else loses. 3. Lose-win. Some people always give in to make others happy, even if it means they lose. 4. Lose-lose. When 2 stubborn people clash, nobody wins. 5. Win. Some folks just want to come out on top without caring if others lose. 6. Win-win or no deal. If there's no way for both sides to win, there's no deal. A big part of finding win-win solutions is having an abundance mentality, believing there's enough success for everyone. The opposite is the scarcity mentality, where people think everything's a competition and others' success means less for them. Those with a scarcity mentality struggle to share credit, celebrate others' wins, and often put themselves first. But in leadership, being genuine and proactive makes a big difference. The more we're true to ourselves and aim for win-win outcomes, the better leaders we become. To reach win-win solutions, focus on the results rather than sticking to one way of doing things. Collaboration and creativity can solve problems better than blaming others. By shifting from a scarcity to an abundance mindset, we can create a culture where everyone supports each other's success. This mindset improves relationships, teamwork, and overall growth for everyone involved. Habit 5 is seek first to understand, then to be understood. Before jumping in with advice or solutions, it's crucial to understand the other person's perspective first. This is what empathic listening is all about. Imagine if you went to an eye doctor complaining of blurry vision, and instead of checking your eyes, the doctor just handed you their glasses, saying, "These work for me, so they should work for you too." You'd probably leave and never come back. Sadly, we often do the same in our conversations. We try to give solutions without understanding the real issue first. Habit 5 teaches us to listen empathically, which means listening to understand, not just to respond. This requires a shift in how we approach conversations. Instead of focusing on getting our point across, we should focus on truly understanding the other person. Effective communication is not just about words, it's also about how we say them and our body language. Covey emphasizes that only 10% of communication is words, while 30% is tone and 60% is body language. The second part of Habit 5 is about making yourself understood after you've understood the other person. This is crucial for finding solutions that work for everyone involved. To get better at understanding others, try these steps. 1. Listen actively. Give your full attention to the speaker and try to understand their point before you respond. 2. Practice empathy. Imagine how the other person feels. This helps you connect better and communicate effectively. 3. Ask open-ended questions. Encourage them to share more by asking questions that need more than a yes or no answer. This helps you understand their perspective better. 4. Developing the habit of seeking first to understand helps you build better relationships and find solutions that work for everyone. It improves communication and leads to more positive interactions. 5. Next time you see people talking, try covering your ears and eyes. What emotions do you notice that aren't in their words? This can help you understand how they're feeling and who's more interested in the conversation. Habit 6 is synergize. Imagine a team where everyone's ideas are valued and respected. That's synergy. Synergy is when a group comes together and their combined efforts create something much bigger and better than any individual could achieve alone. It's about embracing different perspectives and using them to spark creativity and innovation. When we work in synergy, we let go of old ways of thinking and open ourselves up to new possibilities. Synergy is like a magic ingredient that turns a group of people into a powerhouse of ideas and solutions. It's about working together, understanding each other's needs, and finding win-win solutions. So, how do we create synergy? It starts with understanding and seeking solutions that benefit everyone involved. By valuing each other's differences and working together, we can achieve incredible things. Synergy isn't just about problem solving, it's about building strong relationships and creating a future where anything is possible. Synergy helps you appreciate differences and see others' unique perspectives as a way to broaden your own. It helps you to be courageous in situations where you depend on others, be open and encourage others to do the same. Try this exercise. Think about someone who usually annoys you. Pick one person from your list and think about how their views are different from yours. Now, challenge yourself to imagine what it's like to be them. This empathy exercise can help you understand their feelings and experiences better. Next time you disagree with that person, try to understand their concerns and reasons behind their opinions. By deepening your understanding of them, you create space for meaningful conversations and finding common ground. The more you understand their perspective, the easier it is to have productive discussions that might change their mind or yours. By seeking to understand first, you can communicate effectively, bridge gaps, and build stronger connections. Active listening and empathetic understanding are key. By putting yourself in their shoes, you can gain insights, challenge assumptions, and have meaningful conversations that lead to mutual growth and understanding. Habit 7 is sharpen the saw. To be at our best, we need to take care of ourselves in 4 key areas: physical, spiritual, mental, and social. This self-care, called sharpen the saw, is the foundation for everything else we do to be effective. Physical well-being means taking care of our bodies, which helps us work better and enjoy life more. This includes eating well, getting enough rest, and exercising regularly to stay strong and flexible. Spiritual well-being includes nurturing our spiritual side, which gives us guidance and strengthens our values. We can do this through meditation, spending time in nature, or enjoying uplifting books and music. Mental well-being means keeping our minds sharp and learning new things. It is important. We can do this by reading, writing in a journal, and being mindful of what we watch on TV. Social and emotional well-being means building meaningful relationships. We can do this by understanding others, helping them, and having a positive attitude towards their success. By taking care of ourselves in these areas, we not only improve our own lives but also inspire others to do the same. This process of self-renewal helps us grow, change, and become better versions of ourselves. In conclusion, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey is a life-changing book that shares timeless ideas for success in all areas of life. Covey's approach focuses on being proactive, setting clear goals, and building strong relationships. He encourages readers to take charge of their lives and make choices that lead to success. The book outlines 7 habits, like be proactive and begin with the end in mind, which offer practical advice for personal growth and effectiveness. This book is a valuable resource for anyone looking to improve their productivity and achieve long-term success in both their personal and professional lives.